knew it was we knew it was gonna be weird,
Yeah, but
but not
this
this
is
weird.
listen, I can do strange, I can do creepy. I can do weird. I don't do kooky, and this motherfucker's kooky.
What do
It's
you think
kooky.
is the craziest thing that you're experiencing right now?
Reality, the reality I think is like it's all crazy.
All
I
at the
mean, the
same
sad
time.
part is it's like, everything people, I'll say we have been led to build our who we are based off of, right? Rules, beliefs, yeah, blown out of the fucking water. So everything we know is fake, and everything we thought was fake is real. And
I know. Like the whole dolphins, the guy going down
oh,
with the
good, is that
dolphins.
not the best?
I
I'm like,
really
yes.
believe him.
Why not bring the dolphins in?
I believe him, and I
I
want to.
know
That's the funny thing.
that's the best part. Is that's like, yeah, makes sense. I could see that being the case. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I do think that, we'll talk a little bit more, and I thought maybe we'll just I'll kind of guide this conversation because I have a specific group of people I want to communicate with today, okay?
Oh, okay.
Which
Yeah.
is the boomers. Because I feel like they hold a lot of the wealth right now. And then the generations like the millennials and the like Zennial. So I'm in that really small gap where I knew both technology. Like,
How old
no,
are you? How old
I'm
are you?
43, 44 this
Oh,
year,
god damn, I'm 48. I'm gonna be 49.
right?
So weird.
Yeah, it's a trip.
It's a
So,
trip.
but
But yeah, yeah, we'll definitely,
I'm
yeah. Well, I'll follow your lead.
hey, I'm trying to explain all of this to like my mom and my stepmom who really only consume the news and the media that is on their TV. So they don't really explore other journalists or other information, and I feel like their heads are in the sand. And there's a judgment of how I'm living my life in a way, and it's like, but this is my purpose to create what we're creating, which is this more of a matriarch, feminine, a blend of masculine and feminine. But our gifts as human is emotions and care and nurture and love. So as we drop this ego, that's the conversation I kind of want to expand on with you, and then we can kind of go into what else is going to be
Yeah,
coming.
absolutely. Absolutely.
What are you seeing as far as the media goes and like what's real?
The very first thing we gotta right now is so crucial. I cannot even stress how crucial what we put our energy into is. And so we're literally, what's interesting is they've been showing me, you got the 3D, which is what we're used to, right? And then you got the 5D is what we've been kind of trying to create and build and bring up, right? And so it's been like a gaping wound in a weird way, right? And so
Great.
it's been being stitched. We are literally almost completed on the final stitch.
Okay.
So that's where the realities will you'll literally be locked into your reality. So the 3D will complete its cycle, and anyone who is in that, they really won't make it. They just won't. So unfortunately, we're in for a lot of clearing out. We're going to have a lot of death. We're going to have um, a lot of truth come to the surface, and people, they're especially the boomers, like you're saying,
Yeah.
they don't know what to do. I mean, at least with us, we've had some sense of what's going on.
Yeah.
With them, this is like literally taking everything you have believed and built your life in and blowing it the fuck up. It reminds me of that movie, The Truman Show, where we're finding out that it was all just a fucking lie,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
And for them, that it's blowing them their mind. They don't know what to do, and so they're grasping any sense of really security is what they're doing, but they're doing it with the outlets that are so controlled, that's been feeding that belief system, that it is so important not to give your energy to the negative. It's so important. Like, our guides have been being so adamant, do not, under any circumstance, fall for the fear. The fear is bullshit. The only thing we got to fear is what we are giving energy to. That's it.
For real.
Right?
Yeah.
And so if you can start laughing, you can, and just, even if you don't even believe it, even if you just are like, this is too motherfucking insane for me to believe in, and you start making fun of it, it'll get you in the higher frequency, and you're going to feel safe. The boomers don't feel safe anymore. They don't know
Oh,
what the fuck to do.
yeah. Well,
And
because
so they're
yeah.
grasping for any sense of light at the end of this tunnel. And unfortunately, the way that they know to go on that is not the best way, because it's bringing that finale into their energy. And so I've noticed a lot of our boomers, they're giving up. They're giving up. So, like with my dad, even, he's been weirdly, like, obsessing about, hey, I'm not going to be alive here for long. I'm not going to be here. I'm not gonna, he's 76 years old. I'm going to be
This
gone. I'm
total
going to be gone.
mindset of like I'm retiring and I'm not going to be here when
Yeah,
this
I'm not
all
going to be
happens.
here. You guys are going to have to figure it out. I mean, like, just and I've got quite a few, older friends. They're kind of going the same way. I can't wait to get the fuck off the planet, right? So
Yeah.
I think with everything that is such a shock to the system, because they have built their whole reality off of what they've been told and led to believe, and now it's a lie. And we have to have so much understanding and compassion, and really understand that that's where they're coming from, and it's not our job to wake them up, but what is our job is to be the example.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yes, they might not understand a fucking thing we're doing. They might not believe in a fucking thing we're saying. But the thing is, we have been really shut down to trust our instincts and to trust our knowings. We have been conditioned to not trust that. We cannot trust our eyes. We cannot trust our ears. We cannot trust our reality. The only thing we literally are going to be able to trust is our intuition. That's it.
Yeah. My
And
guides
so if
keep
you,
telling
because,
me,
yeah, you're just not going to, if that's the only thing, your God given right, that's going to help you understand
uh,
what's real and what's not.
well, and my guides keep telling me, so I feel like we're in a portal from 2020, like, and then I realized all the planets are kind of aligned in that same energy. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, no wonder, because I've been downloading this thing called the sacred economy for so long. And anyways, for like a decade, it feels like ever since Trump first got elected, this came in so strongly. And that's when I quit real estate. But my guides are like, the new currency is the heart currency, the
Yeah.
frequency. And so those people that are in a space of community and not just a me
Yeah.
kind of thing are the ones that are going to survive. It's an outward mindset rather than just an inward kind of
Yeah.
consumption
Well,
kind of thing.
you're so dead on, because if this is not going to get better until and unless we unite. And you're right. They've been talking about, this energy shift. And so we're going to be connecting into a whole new frequency, energy system. They've been talking about a whole new financial system that we're going. So all of this shit's crashing, but it's going to come back online, shall we say, in this new frequency.
Mhm.
And that's where the truth's going to be revealed in everything, right? And
Mhm.
so, we've been led to believe that what makes you valuable, what makes you rich is how much you own and how much you have. And that is not true. So our new value, what's going to make you rich is who you are. What's going to make you rich is what you can do. What's going to make you be very successful is how much you can barter and trade what you're capable of doing. And
Mhm.
so it's going to go back to that bartering. It's going to go back to that system for a while until we get a new structure on, we'll say, like, kind of government, right? With a new structure to where we can start kind of getting back into a better system that we all kind of flow and follow. And that's going to take some time. So it will be a bartering system. It will be a helping one another. It will be a unified effort. And we can do this. Like, this is not a big deal.
No,
People have been so mind fucked to believing that we are powerless when we actually are the ones that hold the power.
no joke.
Like, if
Like,
we all just
when did
stopped,
we forget that?
if we stopped buying shit, if we stopped paying our taxes, if we stopped working, do you know how quick we'd have everything back in line,
No
and
joke.
everybody going, we're sorry, we'll do what you saw, we was just kidding. Do you know how quick that would happen? We wouldn't even get to day 3. It would fuck everything up.
No joke.
That is nothing that we wouldn't even have to go outside. If we all just said, hey, on Monday, we're all shutting down. We're not doing nothing. Literally by Monday night, they'd be going, oh, fuck. We are
Well, we're
sorry. What
already
can we
doing
do?
it
How
to
do we fix it?
corporations. Target, you go
Yeah,
into Target
well,
and there was a
but the
huge thing.
problem is we gotta have this as a united effort.
True.
So these people are coming up with these ideas.
Yeah.
They are, but the hard part is we're not getting enough of us to do it at once. Does that make sense? If
Mm-hmm.
we can get enough of us to do it at once, it won't take more than 24 hours to have the system completely recalibrated.
My cat is like on my back. Hold on a second.
I can tell.
What is he doing? Ow. He's never done that before. He's like, this is serious. Unified. Okay, hold on a second. Gosh, really quick, I have this idea in my sound baths. I'm gonna be doing some like laughing yoga. I'm gonna make everyone laugh
That would
at
be
the end of it.
amazing.
I know.
Yes, I love that idea.
Those are going really well. So thank you for the inspiration. I just want to kind of tell people my story and just kind of bring them through because I mean, when before I met you, I was very like agnostic. I don't know if that's the word. I just thought I would talk so much shit about people who were religious, spiritual, and then I had a reading from Joanne Smith and she rocked my world. And I like it literally changed my life the next day. But I had been going to mediums. I had been in this high level real estate group, managing like 6 people and a business partner and mentoring and had all the things, perfect life, and then just one day I was like, this is not my life.
Yeah.
I made decisions that my mom wanted for me, which she wants to protect me, but it wasn't authentic. And I have always been tapped in. I've always been
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
sensitive, right? So it's like I have felt the greatest amount of freedom by working with you and Barb and other mediums that really see clearly through me. And I am now able to share that gift with other people, which it feels so
I'm so
good,
proud of
so
you. Welcome to
rewarding.
the club.
Yeah, it's so rewarding. And it's like, why hide those parts of us?
Yes.
And that's the gift we're going to be giving people through these readings that we're doing.
That's what makes me really have a hard time with the spiritual community is they're acting like, I don't think that they push or teach enough to people to help them understand our gift. we all got this. Like, this isn't, I mean, we are special, but it isn't because we're special. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this is our God given, this comes with the body. Like, it's already, it's like a permanent GPS, right? But we have been conditioned literally from the day we come out of our mama's vagina not to listen to it. And so most people that really are in tune with their gift, it's not because they had a peachy, cozy life. It's because they had to be in fight or flight.
Yeah.
And so they've had to rely on our God given gift, right?
Mhm.
And so, it's unfortunate that it takes trauma to make people go through and finally realize what they can actually do.
Mhm.
And so I'm really hoping that we can create a community and a interlocking system that we can start really helping one another grow and help them understand how beautiful and powerful they are too.
Yeah.
And I really, I have a hard time when it comes to um, people that try and gatekeep their their knowledge and their shit when it's like, no, that's not what this is about. That's not being spiritual,
I think
you
that's been
know?
my hardest challenge over the last decade is being able to align with people that have those same values.
You see what I'm saying? Yep. And so again, the three things that you really want to kind of follow, especially if you're just beginning your journey on really trying to understand how to kind of build your spiritual connection. Number one rule, if it has anything to do with power. So my gift's better than your gift. I have more knowledge than it. How dare
You
you
want to know the
question what
very
I'm
first
doing?
thing you
If
said to
it
me?
has anything to do with power,
Yeah,
it's not spiritual.
right.
Number two, if it has anything to do with fear, there is never, ever, ever a negative. A positive doesn't override. Never.
Right.
And so if it has anything to do with fear, it is not spiritual. And most importantly, out of everything I'm going to say, I don't care if you're talking to me or if you're talking to God Himself. You need to always, always, always trust your gut first. If your gut's going, hey, that information ain't quite right, trust that.
Mm-hmm.
Trust that.
Yeah.
We're here to help guide you, but we can't do it for you. And you can't just sit there and go to a psychic and rely on them to make every decision in your life. That's not what we're here for. What we're
Yeah.
here to do is we're here to help you understand your possibilities. We're here to help you understand what you can grow on. Here to help you understand who you really are and how powerful and beautiful and impactful you are. That's why we're here. We're here to help give a little bit of guidance when you're going through a hard time because when you're in the situation, you're blindfolded.
Mhm.
It is so that your soul can experience that growth at the best capability. So if you
Yeah.
already know all the answers, you're not going to grow and learn.
And that gives me a lot of freedom when I'm giving readings because I'll have that imposter syndrome sometimes and I'll be like, gosh, like I'm not in a good, I'm not, how can I give people advice when I have a shit show of a world? But I know they
Yeah.
need to hear different things, at different times. But the first thing you said to me that in the very first reading I ever got from you is you're like, oh my, you told me my aura was beautiful and you're like, I want to be your client. And that was so refreshing to me because most people, there's this dynamic of that gatekeeping where
Yeah.
that's why I just keep coming to you and Barb because there is not any gatekeeping whatsoever. It's like,
No, we want to see you jump in with us,
yeah, I feel
you
that.
know,
Mhm.
and there's so much beauty in watching a soul develop and grow.
Uh-huh.
There's so much beauty in that to see where you've come from, what you've really truly sacrificed in order for you to truly authentically connect and be you.
Hmm.
Most people wouldn't they would have been too afraid to throw all of that away. You threw your old reality, your old security out the window and took that leap of faith, which is going to actually help you feel more like you're authentic,
Yeah.
more like you're worthy, more like you're here for a reason, a purpose. Like it's not just a bunch of bullshit, right? You have
Finally,
one.
I mean, there's been a lot of moments where I'm just like, what, why did I do this? But now that this is here, and I'm like, okay, it
Yeah, but
does
you
feel
did it
real.
at a time when it was a really rough time, babes.
I
Like
know.
you couldn't have picked a more fucked up time to go, all right, I'm gonna add to the fuckery that's already happening.
It had to happen so that I was ready right now because I feel
Oh,
so prepared.
absolutely.
I feel so calm
Absolutely.
and ready to hold space, and it's like cool. But back, you asked me back then, there was just no way. But I luckily have mentors like you know, and that's how important this is. There's
I
a
couldn't
lot of
agree.
people waking up right now, so I'm glad we got a little bit of a break because we're going to be really busy.
Yeah, there is, and the the thing that people are going to start. Well, one, our star seeds, our souls that are just unbelievably connected and intelligent. They're starting to be activated.
No.
So we're going to see a lot of um, young adults, older teens, being activated that have had some disabilities with learning and growing be completely our leaders and our movers and shakers. So we've got a lot of activation going on that way. We have these kids that are being born now that we're like listening to and learning from them because they're already coming in dialed in. We have got our extraterrestrials that like literally are showing us, hey, we're here. And
Yes.
holy crap, that's a whole nother fucking like, oh my dear baby Jesus, that's a whole
It's a
nother thing.
whole other episode.
There's a
I know.
lot. And then you also have, people knowing and answering to their calling, but then you've got people that, again, you know, everything they've believed in is being blown out the water.
Hmm.
And they don't know where to go to rebuild. And so they're trying to cling on to something that they know is a bunch of bullshit only because they don't know where else to go. And
Right.
that's why we need to get really out there and go, come on, come join our team. Come on.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
where we go.
Yeah.
Because it's not that they don't want to, they just don't know how. They don't know where to start. And
Hmm.
so they're frozen in fear and they're frozen in disbelief, but their soul isn't.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. And luckily we're all in this together.
Oh,
You know
yes.
what I mean? And
Yep.
so and the light spreads so much faster. I just see it like it just feels like it already feels like it's shifted, but it's like that this light came in so fast. Thank God.
it
But wow,
it does feel like it came in. It's been the fastest, slowest time
right?
ever. It
Like once
does.
it came, it's like boom. But yeah, but
It's been a quite a rough go. And my heart just aches for people that are really just kind of in that lost space. My heart also truly aches for people that are waking up and they are realizing, hey, I fucked up. I might have I was supporting the wrong team or I was putting my energy in the wrong place. And we've got to let that be easy for them to come in and join the pit. It's not our job to judge. You know
not
what?
at all. No.
It's not. If they woke up yesterday, that's fine. It just because they didn't do it on your timeline doesn't mean that they're not doing it. It doesn't matter. That's the thing that our guys have been really clear. It's like if even the darkest of soul that's done the darkest of things, that like really was a shithead, wants to learn and grow and come to the light, our job is to help them do that. That's our job. Our job isn't to judge their ass. Our job is to go, here we go, come on
Make
over,
me cry
right?
again.
Help them move and grow. But we've got this cancel culture that is doing if you don't think like me, you don't behave like me. If you don't do this, we'll never forgive you again. Now that is not going to work because then you're still out of alignment with what you're here to do.
Hmm.
So you're
Thousand.
not helping a thing. All you're doing is adding to the same bullshit. So you're doing exactly what they did. Made
Yeah.
the wrong choice.
Yeah. I know that it's so much grace. That's what I love being a ketamine guide because I get to sit with people through some of those darkest moments, and it's
Yes.
so much. We're here to be human. We're here to fuck things up, remember?
Amen. That's the point. The
Yeah, to
point is to
learn.
fuck up and then you learn why not to fuck up. That
Yeah.
literally is the whole point.
Well, I know we wanted to talk about extraterrestrials, so when we get off this, let's kind of talk more because I need to know. Um, but I really want to post this right away so that I can get people prepped for our sacred economics tomorrow. We have a
Yeah,
call
and we can
ready.
Friday would probably be a little bit better day for me and you to have the talk about the extraterrestrials. So we'll do that on Friday.
Okay.
But yes, that is going to be really fascinating because it's like,
I
dear
know.
baby Jesus.
I've
Yeah.
had a couple experiences that I thought those feel real.
Oh, they're very.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they feel real.
Oh, it is. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, we'll learn about that. I'll get this posted for everybody. I'm so excited to have you on board and just really organize this.
I'm excited
Got a
to
great
be
team.
invited on it, and I'm really excited to meet your people, and I'm excited to really work together and build this community that we all can rely and help one another, and that's the goal. That's the goal.
It's so good. It's gonna be fun, you know? So,
Yes.
all right. Well, we'll be in touch. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, babes. I love you. We'll talk to you soon. Have a
Okay.
good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.